Alright guys, just plot out my pre-market charts. New trading day, and my main watch is probably these four to be honest. Q, SPY, AMD, Nvidia. There is a Tesla could have a mean reversion today based on a higher time frame. But I don't know. We'll just have to see the first 5 minutes how everything pans out because everything's in range right now, and same as yesterday. So we just have to wait the first 5 minutes and see what the market wants to do. There's Apple. I think Apple and Tesla pre-market high would be pretty good, but I'm pretty neutral still. That's the other two I know. So right here. So we need keys to hold this level and same as SPY. So let's go on the 1 minute. So you could see this level really needs to maintain it. Perfect retest. But Tesla is fairly expensive, so I can't get in. See what Apple's looking like. Pre-market low. This is like a fake wick. So this is the real level. Um, this would have to be the level right there. AMD could have an earnings reversal. So like break above this, retest to the upside. That'd be ideal. You know, Q's broke below this level, but still zone. See what AMD wants it to do. Apple, immediate retest. Tesla. Tesla to maintain that level. See what AMD is looking like. But I'm not liking these two. That's the only thing that's like iffy. SPY barcoding. So whichever way this breaks, it'll most likely move in that direction. And I think buyers might be stronger here. This would be a good entry on SPY if I get a good candle close. Keep an eye on the AMD right here. I think AMD is the only one that's like a good for long today because it's the only one that could it's the only one that could move independently uh like compared to the rest of the market because of its earnings. Wow, but it broke below this level, but it's still a zone, still a chance. Yeah, this might be a shorting day. Apple would have been a good short today, especially off this immediate retest, but it was the first minute. There's like no shot. I would do that. Yeah, most relative weakness. Palantir. Google doing nothing, just consolidating. See what Meta's doing. Meta also consolidating. Uh, see what Amazon's doing. Amazon's also very weak, but I'll probably like Palantir the most. I'll probably look at the 180s. Yeah, I think everything's a lot short today except AMD. AMD is the only one that has the chance that should go up, especially against this type of market right now. I think Q's is instantly gonna get sold. Ooh, uh, not as interested. I mean, relative weakness. Just not just interested because of SPY, but it does have strong relative weakness. Yeah, no entry still. Yeah, if it closes above this, yeah, this was a fake out. If it breaks down under, it still could be valid. AMD, AMD is the reclaim I like right now. Apple, same thing. Just another fake out from Apple. Once again, 2 days in a row. Tesla, not doing too much right now. See what Amazon wants to do on this candle. Then Meta. Meta just consolidated until, how much is Meta? Let's look at Palantir again. Oof. I'm not liking the entry anymore. It's just too much. I did not expect this. If it gives me a re-entry, if it comes back, I'll wouldn't mind entering, but this is a bit too much. It definitely could hit low day. I would've got filled like about right here. Just not worth it. That would have been a really bad entry. I'm waiting for it to come back though. I probably won't be interested in a trade until Q's and SPY break below, like break above this 5 minute range. Like look, it just lost this momentum after this kill candle over here. That's usually what happens. Meta, not doing too much. Google still, I mean, the break and retest right here, it's a pretty good one. But I don't know if I'm interested in Google longs today. As you can see, look. Oh, Amazon doing what I like. See what low day, break of this, wherever my entry would be. Probably pick the 245s. Seller step in. I'm gonna look at Amazon right here first. But I just, I don't know, I don't like Qs. It's a bunch of chop. Oh, I just hit my mouse. It's a very untradeable day. Let's see what SPY wants to do here. Wow. This is why I will not be faked out 2 days in a row. Alright, Amazon's off the table. Let's go back to AMD. Honestly, AMD should reclaim here. I don't know why it's not. Like, look at this. It's relatively weak now. Yeah. Yeah, Amazon is a no-no now. Let's look at Google now. Google doing exactly what I thought it wouldn't do. No one cares about Meta. We'll cancel you. Let's look at Nvidia. Nvidia had an immediate retest right here. Let's look at this 5-minute high. Retest. AMD and Nvidia, which is my two favorite that I came into the day with anyways, so we'll see what happens with them. I like Nvidia too, damn. I don't know which one to pick. Let's focus on one. So let me look at Nvidia right now since it's setting up first. I think AMD might be the move here, but whatever. Just gotta focus on Nvidia right now. Damn, I picked the wrong one. AMD seems to be better. It's okay though. Uh, if I see a pullback or anything, sure I'll get in, but right now I just can't get into AMD. It's not a good entry. And Nvidia do nothing right now. See how SPY and Qs react to this key level I have? Yeah, but AMD is probably gonna hit this. Yeah, I would have supposed to I should have entered right here at this reclaim over here. But we'll see what it gives me. If it gives me an opportunity, this will decide. Nvidia is looking good. I think I'll have to just look at Nvidia right now for now. Bought Nvidia there. We'll see what happens. I was extra patient there, but because it was consolidating here, but it broke above this consolidation, so it should move to this key level 201 whole cycle. That'll be my final profit target. The entire market just is green, so there's no reason not to take that. I just needed to hold above this level. First pullback on AMD. Google did great. Palantir did, Amazon didn't do anything. Apple. See what happens here. I just needed to maintain this level. I really need a Nvidia to break high day here. SPY keeps getting bought up. I need SPY to break up at this level. SPY selling. Coming into the 10 a.m. volume. But Nvidia still looks good. Conservative entry, but I needed it. Needed that entry. Could have waited for the pullback, but I don't know if it was gonna run or not like AMD did. And Nvidia has run a lot lately. And I missed a lot of entries because of it. I really need SPY to break up this level. And then I could definitely see my profit target hitting. So get Nvidia on the higher time frame. Oh, 10 o'clock. Expected. All the orders got filled in by the institutions, but Nvidia's holding quite nice. That's very surprising. I thought I was gonna dump right now. Yeah, Nvidia is holding this level quite nicely. That gives me hope, especially with the massive sell-off that just happened. See how Palantir is doing. Palantir should be doing great. Yeah, expected. Yeah, it just keeps rejecting. SPY and keys just keep rejecting this key level. Actually, two nice pops. Two big green candles, and that's it. This breaks something breaks above high day. Like, oh, if SPY breaks below this level, I might have to sell. Same with Qs. Qs would probably be my stronger signal. Spy holding. Whoa. Spy holding this level quite nicely. Gives me hope. There we go. I needed to break above high day. There we go. I don't know if I should have sold high day there, or I don't know, but like, I don't know what's going on. Why is just Nvidia just has no continuation nowadays? It just pops like early and then it reverses always. A massive sell-off right here. But I've seen this before, and then buy a lot of buyers step up because they're getting a discount. And just it just flips and it hits my profit target. Well, we got two big candles, red and green. That means there's volume. Theta's killing my cons right now though. Come on, pop, pop, pop. Pop above high day. Don't sell. Just pop. This is the pop I need. Just keep popping. I need Qs to go break above high day right now. There we go. Uh, finally. I wish I had many cons. I would have definitely sold and then held for these two next levels, but I know there's a lot of resistance there. I don't want to be greedy, you know, follow your plan. That was good. It was really, really, really good. So I literally sold at the peak. That was actually textbook. That was really good. 50 bucks, not much, but that was um not just because of theta, just didn't move like right away. And the premiums weren't popping like I wanted them to, but it's okay. It was a good trade. Finally, one green day. Holy, it finally worked. It finally worked. Gives me hope, and that I know what I'm doing a little bit. Okay, there's Nvidia, and then I bet I could re-enter right here, and then it'll keep moving, but don't want to overtrade. Mm, I like to look at other tickers, see what I would have missed. Okay, AMD. Let's look. I have an AMD. Oh, this is a good retest that I could have entered it on. But I was in my trade, I believe. Yeah, I was in my trade monitoring it. This would have been a good pop, like off the 5 minute high retest. And I would have literally 2 minutes would have been in and out. That's literally what it would have happened for me. But not mad about missing that. Apple, Apple. 5 minute high retest. Apple loves the 5 minute. Actually, no, it wasn't really 5 minute high. Mm, I don't really see an entry on Apple from what I'm looking at. Yeah, I don't know. That's not something I usually would trade it. Amazon, yeah, my one candle rule did not hold up whatsoever. Let's look at Palantir, yeah. What I was looking at, it worked out, but just wrong timing. Let's go Google. Google's never would have guessed this. Google worked out perfectly this retest. As soon as like I probably looked at it like right here. I think when I was looking at it, I would have never guessed this. I would have got out right here anyways. This moved beautifully. How much are Google contracts? Yeah, I was looking at the 280, 250s, I believe. That's like a $2 move right here. Meta, I'm assuming it's not looking too good. Yeah. I wouldn't want to hold it through this anyways. Yeah, I think the only two entries I would have saw early other than Nvidia today was AMD. Should have got on this reclaim because AMD usually just runs. Not usually, but like a lot of times just runs, just like Nvidia and Tesla when they break out. They don't give you like a nice sweet pullback. This is the only pullback that would have gave me to re-enter. It would have given me two pops and I would have got out right here, literally at this key level. Right when this candle was popping. And also Tesla, I don't see anything. I mean kind of for the downside, but not as clean. It would be Google for sure. Google moved amazing. This looks beautiful. One candle rule on Google also, if I was monitoring it. Quick, little perfect touch retest, and yeah, Google moved really nice. We would want to hold this level right here, about 284.50s. If it breaks below this level, most likely it's gonna come back to this order block. Yeah. So basically, I sold at the absolute tip and bought not the greatest, but what I had to. Yeah, and I was listening to some YouTubers um on like day trading and stuff, and I heard that they even said it themselves, like these last 3 weeks or a month, like since October 10th, which since Trump announced that tariff, it has been the most difficult trading time period in the entire year. And of course, I had to start in this time period. And that's why I had 10 losing straight days. Like I just finally have a green day to break this streak, and it gives me, more confidence that like my risk was so good and I managed my risk very properly. To make sure that as a beginner, this is definitely not a beginner's market at all, and I got very unlucky. But I would actually rather start in this type of market than a perfect market because once this market comes again, I know what to do now. Like I know how to handle this market, and usually this times of market happens a couple times a year, especially for my strategy. The strategy this there's a time for every strategy, and it's just better to stick to one and just keep trading that one, and knowing how to play your system to each type of market. And unfortunately, this type of market is the most difficult that even experienced traders have seen this entire year. And I had to start in it as a complete beginner, and I'm not doing terrible. I'm down 500 bucks now. 500, I would say. Yeah, and it's in the entire month, and I've been trading every single day. That's really good, and every single trading day, I don't lose more than 10 to 20% of the contract. So my risk management has been very strict. I've been surviving very well. And yeah, I just learned from other people saying like risk is everything. So I was like, okay, I don't want to make the same mistakes they did. So I'm gonna engrave that into my brain first thing, and that's what I did, and that's why I'm still alive. I never blown an account too. All I started was $1,000. That's it. That's it. $1,000 Canadian too. So I could most of the time I could only afford two cons of almost every single one of these stickers. Q and Spy I probably afford three. That's about it. And I still have 50% of my account left. I'm very glad of my progress. Can't wait till we have a trending market, like an actual good trending market, so the strategy could really, um, yeah, that's where my system shines. Let's see how much of an increase that was. About 40 buck increase, so about 11%. 11% per con. Not terrible. But honestly, look at this move. Like, what is this? This is nothing. If I got into AMD, it would have been more. It would have been at least 20. This would have been for sure at least 20. I think I did the math wrong. 101. I think it is right. Yeah, 13% on a con today, which is what I aim for minimum. Minimum 10% minimum. And my I mean, actually, no, to be honest. Yeah, this risk reward is not great, obviously, but um, my risk to reward is probably usually 1 to 2. Usually that's what I aim for. And I tend to lose 10 to 20% per con. I don't aim for that, to be honest, but naturally, just how strict my risk management is, and where I put my stop loss break of like market structure, it usually tends to be 10 to 20% maximum. The max I've had was 19%. So, you know, and one of the lowest I've had was like 9%. And usually like when I stop myself out, it usually like invalidates the entire trade unless it works out a couple hours later, which I'm not even at my desk. Yeah, I only trade till 11 anyways. Um, yeah, I try to aim for profits 20 to 40% because if my risk is 10 to 20, it has to be double that. So I try to aim for 20 to 40% increase per con, and that didn't work out. I chose the wrong ticker to be honest out of these two. This would have been a good one right here. I got this 5-minute retest. At this type of market, you gotta take what you get. It's not giving you much. Like, look at these. Like, these are all quick scalps. Yeah, I think I'll call it here, guys. I don't want to take another trade. Yeah, like I said, expected. If it breaks below this, it'll most likely continue to the order block, and we'll see what it does in order block if it reverses or not. But I'm surprised it didn't touch they didn't reverse off up here. Let's see if it gets bought up. This would be actually a good trade here, but I'd need market slow down. Oh, see if this gets bought up, but this got to be a fake wick. There's no way it went all the way down there. Let's look at Google. Now I'm not so interested. This is concerning. Yeah, I don't know. It'll take all day for it to work out. Palantir just not consolidating. Amazon consolidating. Meta. Meta was decent. Just decent, especially on this like right here. This There we go. Google just lost its momentum though. It could pick up later, but I'm not trying to trade till like 1 o'clock and manage my position there. Um, yeah, I'll probably just call it here, guys. Alright, guys, good trading day. Um, quick little scalp. Textbook, emotion, handling, psychology, mastery. That's what I like to see. Absolutely held through all this nonsense. Alright, guys. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.